I have for these videos is really, really powerful, and that it's really going to make a difference. And you just always know that when you're doing something and like something that you've had in your mind and you're finally like making it a thing, and then you start doing it and then there's contrast, that is not a sign of you are not supposed to do it and this is not you and da 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 and all these other things. It normally is telling you that this is what you're supposed to do. Keep going. Let's see how much you want it done. Let's test you, right? Test. And yeah, let's get this gratitude that you're about to have for this. The way that this is not going to be easy, so that you can cherish it, right? That's really what that is. I just wanted to share that for those of you that are mirroring me and have that similar situation. Keep going is what it means, okay? It does not mean give up. It means keep going. All right, so today, let me make sure this is recording. Let me make sure that this is actually recording. All right, so here I am. We are in our new apartment. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I don't even sing, and I want to sing. Okay, sorry, that water was so good. Ease. Let's talk about ease, the flow of things. I think this is really, really right where it needs to be, because we just moved and you guys are seeing that process now, and that move was the easiest move that anyone could ever have. Like, I am so grateful for this move, y'all. Like, when I say I put it out there, talk about manifesting. I was like, yo, I don't want to be spending a bunch of money on this hotel, this room or whatever that we're staying in, so that we could find a place. And we needed to be here in this area that is not far from where I wanted to live. So I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to be spending hundreds of dollars, because we're, every day having to go and find a place, and I need to get back to my kids. So even the kids asked me, they were like, how long is it gonna take, mommy? I'm like, I don't know, but I want it to be 3 days. I was like, I wanna come back, I wanna be on my way back on the 3rd day, so that we can pack up and be ready to go. Oh my God, it was so freaking easy, y'all. It really happened on the 3rd day. It was just so easy.
You lying?
Like, literally, what you guys see in the footage was one whole day, 2 whole days, and then the 3rd day, I made my decision, and it was ready for me to pay for it. Bam, bam, bam. That's it. Got my keys and everything. We came back down here for me to get the internet on. It was so easy. Like, by the time we moved into the place, the internet had been already going for like 5 days, 3 or 4 days, and like, just the moving process, and even where turbulence started to happen, even where contrast with what I wanted and what I envisioned started to happen, I was just like everything is flowing the way it's supposed to flow. There was some issues with like the guy delivering the stove and the fridge. It was supposed to get here. We were actually supposed to bring the stove and the fridge with us here from Dakar, but they didn't end up delivering it until like 2 days later, 3 days later. So I actually spent more money than I wanted to. That was a surprise, and that was kind of shaky for me. I do remember that, because I was like, it's not what I wanted. Like, I did not want to be spending more money on food, but I didn't have a choice, because we didn't have a fridge. I mean, we had a fridge, but we didn't have a stove or anything. So we were eating lots of fruits, and then I just had to spend a little bit more than what I had planned. But everything still ended up working out, and everything, like, there were like I said, there was a little turbulence. Like, I was supposed to pay the mover guys, and then the Wave app that we use to transfer, it's like Apple Pay here, it went down. So it was down for hours, and the guys needed the money to get back to the car. So, oh my God. I ended up buying them food actually, and they just waited for hours. It was like not fun. But it's still like, everything is not going to be perfect how you want it. But when I say this was an easy move, I really mean it. Like, we really didn't go through any major, like, it was like the days that I wanted, how much time, my earring falling off, really. How much time that I wanted, all that. And um, so the message in this is to be on that vibration. Because when I tell you I put out, I want it on the third day, I want this to not take long, I want to get this, all of this, I put it out there and I let it go. I didn't think about it anymore. I didn't think, well, what if it doesn't happen? Da, 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 da. Even the money for me to make this move coming in, the way I wanted it to come in, like the urgency that I wanted. We needed to leave because the house was just like breaking apart. Like the ocean, the salt water was already a thing, and in the construction on top of all the wind blowing with the ocean and the salt water, from just all of the materials coming into the house. It was crazy. It was not like, I mean, let's go back further to that because I did a lot of manifesting when it came to that. Like just the way my environment was and how much I did not like it, and I still needed to appreciate it, and I still needed to see it differently and be glad, like, no matter what is going on, like I love my place. I'm grateful. I could be in another situation. I could be in a worse situation than this. I have been in a worse situation than this. So just remembering, and even if you feel like this is the worst situation that you've been in, because sometimes it could be that at that time, but it's still like there's so much beauty in remembering the process that you have to trust. Remembering the process that you have to trust. I didn't even say trust the process. I said there's so much beauty in remembering the process that you have to trust. That's a whole different ball game because just hearing trust the process is not enough. Knowing that things are really going to get shaky, shit is really going to get real for you, and it's going to be things that are going to be pulling out the stops that you're going to be like, yo, I can't take this. This is too much for me. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Ooh. It's like you really have to lose it in order to find it. Like, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. So it's just bringing me back, and it's just making me think about my journey here, and all of the accomplishments. I came here with $167. I need to give myself more grace. I need to be easier on myself. I was very hard on myself after that, and I learned to forgive myself. I went through so much healing. Oh my God, man, it's just been a journey. It's just been a real journey. And so I'm having like such a Twilight Zone moment because I'm here on my rooftop. I wanted a rooftop, y'all. I did all of that on my homeboy's rooftop. All of the dancing, all of the videos that you guys, could go back and watch, and or you probably already seen. And I was just like, man, when I was doing it, I'm like, man, I can't wait to have my own rooftop. This whole rooftop is mine. This whole rooftop in this apartment is my rooftop. That's crazy. When I moved in, I remember I wanted a food processor. I wanted a food processor, but I couldn't get one. I had just paid for the stove, and what else did I buy that was like big? Because I had to rebuy things. Like I had to leave behind the kids' mattresses, so I rebought the mattresses. I haven't bought the beds yet. There was something else that was big though. Oh, the washer. The washer. We hadn't had a washer before. The salt water and everything, living in front of the ocean, it was not going to make sense for us to have a washer. So I bought a washer. We dry our clothes out here, up here. And damn, what was I going to say about that? I forgot. Oh, Okay, so I made these purchases. I did the deposit, all that shit, right? And so I was like, dang, I really want a food processor, but I'm not in the vicinity, okay, being careful with my words, of paying for it right now. So my homegirl comes, she's Senegalese American. She's like, hey, I'm coming to stay with y'all for a week. We're in the grocery store one day, y'all. We're in the grocery store one day shopping. We're walking down the aisle, and sis is like, hey, you want a food processor? You want to get a blender or a food processor or something? Just for no reason. Just for no reason at all. She's like, you want one? I'm like, no, it's hard. It's like, okay, let me rephrase. I'm being so careful with my words. It's not as easy as it used to be for me to say yes to people that are giving to me. Um, I can go on a whole thing about that because I feel like in our like coming from a capitalist system, America, Black America is so like every man for himself. You get so used to doing things on your own, and then you have people that offer to help you, and then they be acting weird if you did take them up on the offer, or if they gave you something, gifted you something, and they want to take it back. Like just having those experiences, which I know a lot of you have had these experiences, it really will make you just be like, it's okay. No, thank you. When people offer. And so I was really in the middle of like, dang, like that's so weird. I literally am trying to manifest a food processor, and then she just looks at me out the blue and is like, do you want a food processor? And then at the same time, I'm like, but I really don't really want her to get it for me because then it's like, then I owe you. And and so she was persistent. I was like, no. She was like, yes. And then I'm like, when I finally say, okay, just standing firmly on being open to receive. Like you can't, like in order to manifest, you have to be open to receive, and you can't be open to receive when you're turning down the ability to receive, right? So I finally give in, and then I'm trying to pick the cheap one. I'm trying to pick the affordable one because why would I go to the more expensive one? She's like, what? She came over there like, what are you doing? Don't get the 25. Like what was it, like 25,000 Safa, which is like still that's like $50. She was like, She's like, get the one that is costing like $80. Or I'm like, no. Like we go back and forth, back and forth. She insisted, and she ended up getting me the most expensive food processor there. And oh my god, like it sounds small, y'all. It's just a food processor. But these are breadcrumbs. You guys hear me talk about breadcrumbs because it really is a thing where you will get these breadcrumbs in life that's proving to you that you are manifesting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're always manifesting. You're never not manifesting. You're always creating your own reality. And then there's breadcrumbs that you will get that are like clues to show you of how much you're really creating your own reality, of how much you really are a master manifester. So I'm just like, what? Like, okay. So I'm just really grateful because I feel like I did some waiting. I did some really like sitting still and allowing my life to take its course and do its thing. I did a lot of practicing not reacting. I've done my work. Like I've done a lot of healing, and so um, I mean, same level of gratitude I had when we moved into our last apartment, obviously, right? But it's like life does its thing, and you have to constantly let go. You have to constantly forgive yourself. You have to constantly forgive others, and you have to just know that you're always coasting. Like you might get an accomplishment and get this thing that you wanted, and then that thing can come crumbling down, or it can end up something different, something that you no longer want, or that's no longer for you. And then you have to not beat yourself up about it. You have to coast. You have to be like, yo, okay, my course is changing. The course is changing. Earth is full. The course is changing. There's levels to this. So I'm just really grateful. My heart feels so open. I haven't even spent enough time, or I should say, I haven't spent as much time as I've been wanting to spend on my rooftop, being that I did manifest my rooftop. So I'm going to start doing that more. And I just wanted to share this message of just staying steadfast. And I don't know if this is going to make sense on this video. Y'all seen me explain this before, but there is a real vibration. Like, imagine that line, that squiggly line that's on those EEG machines in the hospitals. That's a vibrational line. This is a vibrational world. So no matter what you are going through, you have to practice getting on the vibration of the things that you want. Because if you are on the vibration of the things that you don't want, you are going to attract more of that, because this is a vibrational world. So imagine this place as a radio station. You cannot listen, you can't tune the station to 105.3 and then you're listening to 94.5. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. There's a universe inside of you. Like, you are the universe. We are God. We are source. We're all one. So it is all connected. That's why there's literally parts of you that is inside of the sky that scientists have already proven. There's literally parts of us that is inside of the earth. We are all one. There's parts of us that are each other. We reflect each other. We mirror each other. This is all source. This is all like, put simply, you are a vibration. Literally. You are energy inside of a body, inside of a house. You are vibration inside of flesh and blood. So the vibrations, which is a feeling, which is birthed through your thoughts, they matter more than anything. So you have to be on that vibration. You have to practice that vibration. And as soon as you get off, you got to get right back on. You got to get right back on. Don't beat yourself up about getting off. You got to go right back on to the road that you were on, onto that vibration. And this is how you manifest. This is quantum manifesting. So I'm just really grateful to have been doing my work, y'all. I've been doing my mental work. My mind is stronger. I am more aware. I am doing more creating, intentional living, and not reacting. And I mean, my entire journey has shown me this. Like, our time in New York, that's what I had to do. I had to do exactly what I just explained, and that's literally what I did to get here. So I'm just really grateful, and yeah, I wanted to share that message. I hope that this message resonated with you. I hope that you felt this. I hope that it made sense. The things, like, my clients are always saying that there's things that might have, like, I might have said months ago, weeks ago, years ago, and then it's like certain things will happen and it'll just click for them. All of a sudden, it's like, that's what she was saying. That's what she meant. So maybe exactly what I said doesn't hit you right now, but it will. Like, the way that I break this down is, it doesn't get any more simpler than this. Like, quantum physics and creation, manifesting, living a life of ease, taking the path of least resistance, you can't get it any easier than what I'm giving it. Okay, so I hope that if it doesn't click, it will click, and I hope that you grow and you learn. I hope that you are being a reflection of me, because I am being one of you. I learned through you guys, through human design. I'm a projector. So for those of you who are into human design, shout out to all my projectors. So that means that I literally reflect and learn from you guys, and that's what we do here. So without further ado, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, that means that you're digging this video. If so, if this is helpful, then please share this video, like this video, thumbs up. Let YouTube know that your girl needs to be suggested, okay? I need to be on their suggested roster of videos. And until next time, thank you for rolling with a sister.